Hi everybody, this is Barry Schwartz and this is the Search Buzz video recap. Today is Friday, September 21st, and this is the news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at seroundtable.com over the past week. Let's start off with the Panda update. Google rolled out a Panda refresh on, I believe, Tuesday. Google announced it on Twitter Tuesday morning, saying it affected less than 0.7% of search queries noticeably. The last Panda refresh was around August 20th, and Danny Sullivan did a nice post recapping most of that stuff that's going on at Search Engine Land. That being said, we're still waiting for that Penguin update. We had a diversification update, I guess if you call it that, earlier or late last week. So this again was the Panda 3.9.2 update. We're running out of numbers. We keep adding points onto it. We're looking for the big 4.0, which I'm not sure if it will happen. It seems like Google's pretty happy with their Panda updates, and we are waiting for that Penguin update. If you want more information with a link to all the different Panda updates, just go to seroundtable.com. We posted that on September 19th, or go to seroundtable.com/tags/panda. Next up is the diversity update, which I actually talked about. So on, let's see here. So let me just bring it up, sorry. So on Friday, I posted that I thought there was a Panda up. Last Friday, after this video recap, I thought there was some type of Panda update. A lot of chatter was going on in different various forums and stuff, and it looked like something was going on. Google's Matt Cutts went ahead and tweeted later that day saying, hey, there was no Panda update. It was actually an update to their diversification of the search results. They wanted to make it more diverse, so that it actually is more useful. So I wrote a post on Sunday, which I actually scheduled for Monday, made it the top story, and basically said, did it really work? I did show some examples of different things where it actually shows tons and tons of repetitive sites, repetitive search results from the same exact site. And I asked, did it work? I got a lot of comments. Some people said yes, that type of search should actually return a lot of repetitive results or not. The question is, are the results more diverse or not? And it's interesting to see if it is or not. And there's various different tools out there. I think SEO Moz just updated their Mozcast tool to show the different diversification levels in the search results over time. So anyway, if you want to look at that, September 17th at seroundtable.com. Google has updated, as of late last night, Google updated their rich snippets testing tool. They actually changed the name to a structured data testing tool. With that change, the URL is the same, but the name is different. They improved the display of the rich snippets in the testing tool. They made a brand new visual design, which makes it clearer which structured data markups there are. And now they also added the ability to have multiple languages, not just English, but a lot of other languages in the tool. We have a post about that this morning at seroundtable.com. Guess what? The meta keywords tag is back. Well, not fully, not for everybody. It's back for publishers. Now there's a new tag that Google's asking publishers to use, named the news_keywords tag. It basically gives publishers a way to insert phrases into their articles that only search engines see, bots see in the source code, that help Google actually define, or Google News figure out what your story is about. They're trusting publishers to do this right, and I guess if people don't, and publishers don't, they probably will remove it. But right now, they're letting people do it. I've added it to my site. I figured I'll just use the tags thing that I constantly use to go ahead and do that, and it seems to be working. I don't know if it's actually sending me more traffic or not. It's been too early to tell. But I have a post about this yesterday, September 20th at seroundtable.com. There was a post about in Webmaster World saying, for some reason I feel like Google News sites get less organic traffic than other sites. So there's a Webmaster World thread, and a lot of people are saying, yeah, I agree. Basically saying, all right, the Google News site ranks well in the fresh results and the news results very quickly, but then after that, if you see an article written a year ago, it won't rank as well as an article written on a non-news site. It kind of seems weird to me. Matt Cutts was asked about this on Twitter, and he said, that sounds utterly bogus to me. Obviously, sounds bogus, but he's not part of the Google News team per se. In any event, it doesn't sound really legit to me, and it's hard to say, but I guess, we have a post about it with more information on September 20th. I don't know if there's any publishers listening to this video. If there are, definitely take a look at it and let me know if you agree or disagree with that. Google has pushed out temporarily and took it away, a new Google Webmaster Guidelines document, which has some new information about the various Google Webmaster Guidelines. I have a screenshot which I linked to. I don't want to post a screenshot on my blog, but Google put it up on the website, then removed it. I guess it wasn't ready for prime time, or maybe it was a mistake, or maybe there's some information there that shouldn't have been in there. So I have posted about it on September 19th if you want to take a look at it. There are some more new things in there about scraped content and the various different things. You want to take a look at it. Again, if Google's going to actually go ahead and update it, they'll do it, and they'll probably write a blog post about it. So I wouldn't necessarily waste your time looking at it now unless you are curious and you want to check it out. Again, September 19th, there's a link there to the actual screenshot of it. Google has confirmed the test where they're actually testing a top-down navigation, removing the actual results counts. So we have a screenshot on that as September 17th. We covered that months ago, but Google actually confirmed it now. Google Maps app, it's gone from iOS 6. As you know, Wednesday, Apple released iOS 6 for iPhone, iPod Touch, and iPad users. I've been on it for a while as a developer release. The iPhone 5 is coming today. It should be here any minute, hopefully. Obviously, we talked about Apple removing the YouTube app, and Google released the YouTube app in this place, and we're still waiting for Google to release a Google app, Google Maps app. It's not out there yet. I suspect Google's working on it, or they submitted it and Apple hasn't approved it yet. Although there are people saying that Google has not even submitted an app yet for Google Maps. I find that hard to believe. I would definitely suspect that Google would release an app. In any event, people are very upset with the Apple Maps. It's pretty slick and cool in terms of how it works, but it's missing some critical data. Like any new mapping app, Apple says they're actually going to work on fixing it. In any event, if you really want to use Google Maps on your iPhone, you could always go to, on iOS 6 specifically, you can either not upgrade, or you could actually go to maps.google.com on your browser in your iPhone, and it works. It's a little bit slower, but it definitely works. There's some limited features, but it definitely gives you what you need to have. One thing that really bugs me as a developer is that Apple updated their search results UI, user interface, in iOS 6 in the App Store. So if you search for something in the App Store, it now will only show, specifically on the iPhone, it will now only show you one search result per page. One search result per page. How is that useful to a user? Obviously, as a developer, I'm going to have a lot less downloads, I suspect, because people are probably not going to go past the first search result. But as a user, so you want to have a more diverse set of search results to pick from. Now you have to actually swipe across, and I'll share some screenshots in there so you can actually take a look at it. But I posted about it this morning with screenshots, September 21st, and it really bugs me, mostly because I'm a developer and also because it's not a good user experience. I'm not sure who at Apple made that decision. It looks cool, but it's definitely not user intuitive. Microsoft is going after Google, specifically after, it looks like they're going to go after Apple Safari users, telling those users that you should not use Google because they went ahead and tricked users. They were hit with actually a tricked users for tracking them without actually telling them they're being tracked. So Microsoft is saying use Bing, don't use Google because we can't trust Google, and they have a whole ad campaign at bing.com/privacy-protection. And we have a post about this morning. It's September 21st. You might want to take a look at that. Have some polls for you now, and then we'll finish up. 20 random polls. So 26% said they would pay for a Yahoo directory listing. That has changed over the years. Early on, a lot of people, more SEOs would have said they would have paid for a directory link in Yahoo. But only 26% said they would pay for a Yahoo directory listing. 52% said they would not, and 21% said they're not sure. Another poll for you. I asked AdSense publishers a while back how confident are they in the future of AdSense, and let me give you the results. Only 19% said they are very much so confident. 16% said they're not really sure, but they're not worried too much. 32% said they're not sure, but they are very worried. And 23% said they're not confident at all, based on what's going on. So, and there's some other answers as well, but those are that's the breakdown on those results. And finally, remember we had that page layout algorithm back in January? I did a poll a couple months ago asking, did you recover or not? 70% said, again, this is people taking the poll, you have to be careful with it, but 70% said they did not recover from this penalty. 21% said they did, and 9% said they recovered partially from it. In any event, thanks so much for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. Sorry if it didn't come out so clear. I'm just a little bit tired and not feeling that great. But in any event, thanks so much for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. My name again is Barry Schwartz. Today is Friday, September 21st. Today is iPhone delivery day, iPhone 5 delivery day. And I hope everyone has a great weekend. And I'll speak to you guys next. Everyone have a great weekend. Bye.